Yo, 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 we back for another episode. Red Clothes Podcast, having dope conversation in comfortable settings. I got my brother, my man. We done had many awards together, many workouts together. D1, you know what I mean? Camden Zone. My brother Semaj Inge. What's up, Semaj?
What's good, my guy?
How's life been treating you, man? How life been?
Oh man, life is good. Life is good. Enjoying retirement, enjoying
Mm,
coaching and giving back. So life is
mm-hmm.
good.
All right, we're gonna go to the typical and start the interview up with this typical question. When did you first get interested in the game of basketball?
Whew, I've been playing since I can remember.
Mm,
Mom played, dad played, everybody in the family played. So I've been
mm,
playing since I think I got my first league when I was like 7, and I
mm,
ain't looked back since.
mm. What was that dynamic? I know you got a your brother. Shout out to your brother James. What was that dynamic of y'all two being close in age in those battles?
Um, I always looked at it as an advantage, man. Like I know a lot of kids they didn't have any like body that they can, practice with all the time and play against and
Mm,
try stuff like try different moves that you've been working out, that you've been
mm,
working on against. So I thought there was a huge advantage. Now, mind you, I was working out all the time. He was in the crib chilling. I had to go like literally pull him out the house to go play. But
mm.
it was an advantage because I got to try stuff out on him before I took it out to the world.
Yeah, I got a brother. We close in age. His name Damien. That was like one of my toughest battles. I
Uh-huh.
could beat him. I could beat anybody. It took me a little
Uh-huh.
while, but that was my older brother.
Uh-huh.
How was y'all battles like when y'all played one on one? I know ours always led the Blues, so my mom never wanted us to play basketball one on one
Oh yeah,
against each
yeah,
other.
yeah. Yeah. We used to sit outside at my grandpa's house. And
Mm,
we out there playing. The next thing you know, you hear a couple booms and a couple guys, and then
mm-hmm,
pop out, come outside. He pull up his chair. Now he got to sit out there and ref the whole time because we out there
mm.
fighting. But I mean, that was like every day. But if he wasn't out there sitting out there watching us, we couldn't play 1-on-1. We had to do other stuff.
Oh, where
Yeah, we
I
always
have
weren't allowed to play when we was out there.
no, my brother Eric. He was the one that like instigated. So he wasn't
Hmm.
reffing. He was like, y'all soft. Yeah, they ain't no foul. I mean, like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
them childhood memories, man. Them things we don't take for granted. We gotta take forward with us, you know. So,
Yeah.
who was your biggest influence, in the game of basketball early age?
Um, Me being just so close to Philly, I was a big AI guy. Like,
Yes.
obviously he had
Mm-hmm.
the he was the culture in this area for, he
Mm-hmm.
had a great run.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then there was a guy, Dewan Wagner, he started coming along and like,
Shout out Wag.
yeah, shout out to the OG Wag, man. He had the city
Mm-hmm.
on fire. He had the city on fire, bro. Like
Yeah, the,
I
he,
just went to one game and it was amazing. I was literally amazed. I was in eighth grade. I'll
mm-hmm.
never forget. He was a senior. I was in eighth grade. My middle school
Mm-hmm.
coach took me and my brother to the game. Like, yeah, we're gonna go watch Ronnie play. At the time, I didn't really know didn't know like how big pause he was, but it
Yeah.
was like, bro, like standing room only, sitting there shoulder to shoulder. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, us being over the bridge, his legend went further than he ever. Some gyms he never stepped in. They were
Yeah.
talking about him, especially over here, especially on big Roman Catholic Candy game.
Hmm.
That's a historic one. We can still watch that on YouTube and things like that.
Hmm.
Who was some of your toughest competition coming up? As you stepped off the block, and first of all, before all that, what was like some of the leagues you played in around in your neighborhood as you got older? And over there in Camden.
We just had that one league in North Camden when I was really, really young. Um, but it wasn't too much as far as leagues, honestly. Like we was at the park.
Hmm.
We was at
Yeah.
the park every single day. Like as I was out there every day, and as I started getting better, more and more people started coming out there, and it just came like a regular routine thing. Like every day, six
Mhm,
o'clock, get your
mhm.
five. You know what I mean? If you lose that first game, you
Yeah,
might
gonna be
as well
setting this
just go
over with
ahead
for the
on
day.
home. Yeah, you might as well go
Yeah,
ahead on
yeah.
home. But yeah, we was at Vanita Park, man. A lot of guys that that was older than me, a lot of guys that was younger than me that's still playing now, that's doing a lot of really good
Mhm.
things with basketball. So yeah, it wasn't a lot of league, man. It was at the park.
Okay. Who was some of your toughest competition at that part? Or in Jersey as a whole period? I know you from the South Jersey area, but I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure you traveled North Jersey and everything like that. So who was some of
yeah, we
your
had a
toughest battles in Jersey?
We had a bunch of guys, man. We had a bunch of guys. Like back then at that time in high school, more so than anything else. Like
Mhm,
every team had their guys that was like basically D1. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Like I can name a couple guys like Al Fisher from Pennsauken,
Shout out to Fifth.
his man Glenny from Pennsauken,
Mhm,
Kevin Payton, Teron Murray, Shamari Moore, Wayne Smalls, all those Camden High guys.
mhm,
Um, David Foster, like at that time in high school basketball in the area, it was like
mhm,
literally like one or two Division 1 guys per team.
mhm. That's some. You said some tough names, especially Sherrod Fisher. Shout out to the OG Sherrod Fisher.
Yeah.
What was your pivotal moment? Before high school, like one of your toughest things you had to, get ready for high school and do before you got to high school.
Um, I would say it was going into sixth grade. Going into
Hmm.
sixth grade, I went to a middle school in Camden called Veterans Memorial Middle School,
Hmm.
and they had a basketball team, and I was excited to go. That was my first time really trying out for a team. And
Hmm.
I'm sixth grade. I don't know. I just know playing against my brother all the time. I just
Yeah.
going off of that. Um, but that year I ended up making the team. I ended up starting as a sixth grader, but we was
Mm.
terrible. Like we was so bad. Like I think we won like one game that year. And I was
Hmm.
like, all right, I think I'm going to like really like put in some effort to this. So worked out that
Hmm.
whole summer. Then my seventh grade year, we didn't lose a game. The eighth grade year, same thing. We didn't lose a game. So I had a lot of momentum coming into high school. Like, all right, people starting to know who I am now. Like everybody asking what high school I'm going to. End up going to Woodrow Wilson at the time, and
Did
it
you
just
did you
basically
have
started
other
from there.
did you have other schools you wanted to you thought about going to, or you had to like you was like that was your district, you had to go there?
So it was kind of like
How
the
the
district
landscape
thing.
was?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was kind of like the district thing. It's funny, like it's funny. I don't even know if Lonnie or OG remember the story, but Camden High's gym was down their senior year, which is my eighth grade year. So they was
Hmm.
practicing at our gym. So we was leaving practice and they was coming into practice. And I think it was
Hmm.
OG. He came up to me like, "Young boy, you coming to the high next year, right?" And I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh no, my mom and dad went to Wilson, so I'm probably going
For
to
Wilson.
Wilson." Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, my
No,
mom and dad
that's
went to Wilson, so I was like, I'm going to Wilson.
um that's tough though to have like
Mhm.
a family. That's like your whole family generation. Like all y'all went to that one high school.
Yep, yep,
No,
yep,
that's dope. Did you have like teachers that taught your parents there still and everything like that? Yeah,
yep.
that's
Teachers
something I
taught my
all that's
mom and
something
my
I
dad.
always that's something I always wanted to experience. I never got to experience that in life at all. That's something
Yeah,
I always wanted to experience. Yo.
yeah.
Um, well, some people talk down on Jersey basketball. I'm not one of them.
Mhm.
I'm a fan. Um, I'm definitely a fan of y'all. Definitely lived over there, in the younger years too, in Camden. Um, what was like the competition level for you, as you would say? Like, I know, like, I met you. You was the super athletic. Were you always that way?
No, I was actually like really slow. Like I was always
Mm,
long and tall, and I didn't grow into my body and start being athletic until my junior year in high
okay,
school.
okay,
That's when I
okay.
really
We're gonna
started
get to
like
that.
working on my athleticism. But man, I could tell you, like just like I said, being at the park, it
Mm,
was guys out there that was way better than me, like way, way,
hmm.
way. Now over time, I overcame them guys, but man, it was some guys that never played no school ball, never played no organized ball, but they was
Yeah.
super tough. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. What was some of your rivalries coming up in high school? I know we're gonna start about your ninth grade year, about
Mhm.
going to Woodrow Wilson, which is now what is called now?
Now
It's
it's
no
East
longer
Side
Woodrow.
Camden.
Yeah, that's something crazy. Eastside Camden is
Yeah, it's
crazy. They
East
should have left
Side
the
Camden.
name.
Something about
They
the
should have left
name
that
was
name alone.
yeah, something about the Woodrow
Should have left
Wilson
that name
name was a
alone.
slave owner or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I got that now. I got that now. Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, what was some of your rivalries coming up? You play AAU basketball as well
I
early
played
on, or that
one season.
what grade you was in?
I was junior going into my senior year.
Oh, we going to wait for that part of that story.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
junior.
played two. I played 2 years, and one was because I was late really getting into tune with AAU. I was in
Mm-hmm.
the neighborhood too much.
Mm-hmm.
So what's like some of your fondest memories of high school? Like, what were some of your fondest memories going to Woodrow Wilson? Like, tell me how it was. Like, you going into your game. I know Camden High had their rituals. I'm pretty sure you was like the neighbor in school, so y'all was probably rivals and everything.
Mm-hmm.
How was everything like y'all game days there at Woodrow Wilson?
Um, from what I can remember, man, it was always exciting. You know,
Mm.
I like now back then because Camden back then at that time was a little bit wild. So
Yeah.
we never played no 7 o'clock games. Like all of our games was at 3:45.
Okay. Okay.
So it was a little bit weird from
Like
that
Philly.
aspect. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was a little weird from that aspect, but um I can just tell you about that Camden High and Wilson game, man. It was always a Royal Rumble, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was always packed. Like even after, like when Wani was there, it was like a circus. But even
Yeah.
after he left, it was still, you know what I'm saying? It was guys like myself, like Murray, Foster, Shamari Moore, who ended up going to Kentucky. It was still some really, really talented guys in the city. So them
Mm-hmm.
games, man, it was always crazy.
What's your most memorable Woodrow Wilson Camden High game?
Probably my junior year,
Mm.
when we played them for the group championship in Voorhees.
Mm.
That was probably the best one. That was probably the
Yeah,
best
'cause
one. They had it scheduled at a couple of places, but the game got so big and so many people was
they moved
planning
it.
on coming that they had to move it to a bigger venue. Yeah.
I'm s- yeah, I was about to say y'all playoff setup is very different because
Mhm.
it's like all y'all. It's like a tournament. It's like y'all call it the tournament of champions, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, what was the furthest you guys went in the tournament of champions?
So I want to say that same year we actually beat Camden in the Group 3 championship in South
Mm.
Jersey. So then
Right.
we advanced to the Group 3 to play against the Group 3 team from
Of
Central Jersey, I believe, or the Shore, one of
mm-hmm.
those two teams. And we played against, ironically enough, we played against Manasquan. Remember Manasquan played against Camden a couple years ago, and they had that big debate about the last bucket, or so it was a big
Yes,
thing that
yes. It
happened.
was
Yeah.
it was last year. It was last year. It was last year. Yeah,
Oh
last year with
yeah,
Billy.
yeah,
With
yeah,
Billy.
yeah, yeah,
With Billy.
yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
to
yeah,
Billy. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we played against Manasquan, and they low key like they low key cheated us too. Like, well, no, they cheated us. Like, so I felt good when Camden got they
And
looked
Kenny got you
bad.
down.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, I got
that
that
joint,
look good.
hey, that joint was crazy on the replay.
No,
But shout out to Leak and them. Y'all won. Y'all won that. I ain't worried about that. Y'all got that one.
facts.
That was super controversial. That was crazy.
Yeah.
How was your recruiting process throughout high school? How was you coming up? You make your name in the area.
Mm-hmm,
I seen a few times you made all area. South Jersey.
mm-hmm.
How was your recruiting wise going on in Jersey?
Honestly, I had little to no recruiting my freshman year, little to no recruiting my sophomore year. Um, Started making some noise my junior year,
Mm-hmm.
which I got connected with some people that sent me to Nike camp. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I went to Nike camp, I played against Lou Williams, Brian Zubek, really young Kevin Durant was there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I really held my own. Like I really, really held my own against those guys. And it was that from there, it was letters in the mail every single day after my junior year. So I mean, honestly, me personally, I wasn't really a big fan of the recruiting process. Like everybody just keep calling and saying the
Mm-hmm.
same old thing. Like now it's probably different because now they call and they saying, "Look, we got check for you. We
So got
got
some
this."
money. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, get that. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm tired of doing this. Like I'm ready to sign and be done with it so I can move on. So Temple actually came into the picture. Um, the very first game of my senior year, after all that, after Nike camp and all that stuff, the very first
Mm-hmm.
game of my senior year, we actually played the defending champions. So it was Lenape at the time. They just won the championship when they had Jason Thompson and Ryan
Yeah.
Thompson. Jason
Mm-hmm.
had just graduated. So it was like kind of like a big game. They just went undefeated. They just won the championship, and they had us on the
Mm-hmm.
schedule first at their gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I remember like it was yesterday, man. Coach Dan Leibowitz, shout out to my boy Dan Leibowitz. He sat way up at the top of the bleachers. Had a really good game. Ended up winning the game. Next game, Coach Chaney came to our home game Seen him come in the gym, snuck in real quick, sat there till halftime, snuck back out. And the next thing I had to offer, so I was like, man, I'm cool. I got Coach Chaney, like he's doing all this
That's
stuff with these
legendary.
type of guards like me. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Could
go
it? Could I know you? I know we know your overall. Your commitment was Temple. But what was some of your what was some of the schools that were recruiting you though? Like it was like some of the highest schools that were recruiting.
I had a lot of mid majors. I had a whole lot of
Mm-hmm.
mid majors. Like I had writers coach. It was in my living room in Camden, New Jersey. Fairleigh Dickinson in my living room in Camden, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Siena, George, Mason. Like a lot of mid major
Mm-hmm.
schools like that was really
Mm-hmm.
really after me.
Mm-hmm. So by Chaney, the legend, rest in peace to one of the legends. By him coming to you again, that kind of solidified where you was going. Like what made you choose, Temple? Was it the style?
It
Was
was
it,
the style.
he was close to
It was
home?
close to home. He had a real
And
emphasis on like bigger guards. So I'm like 6'4",
the
6'5" playing the point. Yeah,
how was the 5 a.m. practices?
terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yo, they'll tell you, ask Christmas, ask Marty, ask all them, bro. I used to be like literally getting there like right at the beginning of practice. Sometimes we had to run for it, everything. I was young and dumb at that time, bro. I had no idea, like, that this wasn't it. Like you was I sat the bench my freshman year because of that. Like I just
That's why. Listen, them practices. I know how we Evans. Shout out to Hoya. He used to tell me about them practices and everything. That's why y'all didn't get Kenyon Martin either, because he said he wasn't practicing 5 a.m. He was no one player in the country.
no, I believe it.
Yeah. Everybody tell me about them. Everybody talks to that's on y'all lineage. Tell me about them 5 a.m. practices. They like.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's crazy because he didn't have to practice 5 a.m. He just kept it going. Like I know before he had to practice because that was the gym time, because they had one gym at the time back in the day. They had to share it. But now it's like y'all got money now. Y'all got money now. Y'all got the arena. Y'all got all types of stuff now. He still just kept it going. Like, how was like the campus life? Even though you 5 minutes from home.
Yeah, honestly, like my mom and dad would tell you, man, I was 5 minutes away from home, but I was rarely ever home. Like I was just so
My boy got to
involved in the
live.
campus.
My
Yeah,
boy got
like
to
I was
live.
so
Yeah.
enjoying myself over there all the time. My dad actually worked in Philly, so he would come by the campus sometime on the way home from work, come see me, give me a couple of hours, stuff like that. But yeah, I never really came home like that for
real. What was I know the first year y'all was Nike. Y'all was a Nike school your first year.
Oh, you did your
Because
research.
I'm a Temple holic. I wanted to go to Temple. I want to go to Temple Villanova. Yeah. Listen, that was one of my, like, I used to be on campus with y'all with my man Rick playing with you probably never even remember that. I just refreshed Deontay the other day. I was like, yo, I was in high school coming to y'all over there to play with y'all. He's like, you play with us? I'm like, the student center in the back. As soon as I said, he was like, I was with my man Rick. I said, you and Semaj used to be in there sneaking in. I don't know why y'all was in there playing with everybody.
Right.
But I said, Deontay, me used to always been, but you never knew who I was. I was quiet. We played. Y'all used to win. Y'all was in shape. It was just me against my homeboys who stuck me in. Then we leave because we ain't want no trouble. We was sneaking in. I had no Temple idea, nothing to get in there. My man went to Temple. He got us in. He got cool with the lady at the front desk. We was sneaking in there probably 2 times a week. Y'all come in. Sometimes y'all didn't. But Deontay was, I guess it was nothing to do. He was trying to get his workout in. Yeah. You know what I mean? Y'all was always in there. Y'all two was always in there. Me and him going at it. I was like, yo, this motherfucker, he got bunnies. They was like, yo, my man was like, you know what's crazy is? He don't even play. I said, what? Yeah, I don't know why. Chaney don't even play him. I was like, so remember, y'all freshman year, Nice wasn't playing like that either.
Nah, that's why we went there. That's why we went there.
I thought about that. I just thought about it.
Like, yo, man,
I just thought about that. Like, hold on. Because both y'all didn't. Nice wasn't in that joint either, but he's always in there. Yeah, shout out my young boy Harold, my man Rick Willoughby. He used to go there. He was trying to actually like be a walk-on on Temple. So we used like do like little workouts and stuff. I like, yo, just be around Deontay. Be around them. Just be around them. See what you could do. Get the information. Then he found out like he was in college like a little too long for that. So he couldn't do it. But he got his degree and everything from that though. But I used to play against y'all like early. I was like still in high school early on though. I was like, this motherfucker, God. He D1, all this bounce. I was like, shh. Y'all keep talking about I'm D1, bro. Right now I can't jump over a napkin, bro. I had one dunk. Right
Right,
now, I can't jump
right,
over a napkin, cuz like
right,
I got
right.
just a regular I can't do what he doing. You coming down the joint, hitting a little 360 jump. I'm like, and he don't play.
He
They
don't
need
play.
right now.
Yeah,
Y'all got Tyndall playing. Y'all got Mark. Y'all got my man Mark Tyndall up there handling the basketball. Like, throw that shit to the basket. This motherfucker,
yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
bro. It's
yeah.
crazy how everything come around. And I never shared them stories with y'all. I
Yeah,
never
that's
did.
crazy.
Though be around y'all as much. I was like, yo, you probably really don't even remember, but I remember all this in the back of my mind. I needed all that for myself though to keep on going though. But
That's
now
crazy.
we done playing basketball. I can share all these stories with y'all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we're going to see now. We're going to see where you getting some burn. Chaney gone now. That situation was crazy. But you got but the blessing is to be recruited by that caliber coach to let you know that you belong there.
For sure.
But now you bring in another Hall of Fame coach.
Mm-hmm.
But this Hall of Fame coach a little different.
Mm-hmm.
How was that adjustment going from John Chaney, Fran Dunphy?
So first, I realized that I was playing point with, and at the time Marty was the point guard. So I was like, he ain't go to the league. He about to get drafted.
Yep.
Like I ain't even. I'll
Yep.
be here to support. I'll be here to support my guy. Then
Yep.
he was leaving, so kind of like my same thing in high school. I had another point guard that was in front of me up until my junior year, and he left. So that summer, like I was going hard. Like I went real hard. I was playing every day. I went right back to the park where I kind of got my confidence
Mhm.
up again. Because sitting the bench all year, your confidence
Hold
goes.
up, you ain't had no confidence against
Yeah.
us at the
But that was
student
just
center.
that was just playing. Like I was like, I need to get my confidence back
Shit,
up.
that
Yeah,
shit was ultimate. How you was doing? How you was killing it? I was
that was
like, damn, you ain't had
frustration.
no.
That was
All right,
frustration. Yeah, that was
all right,
frustration. Like,
all
man, I
right.
might even go play
I
tonight.
say,
I might even
damn, you
go
talking about he
hoop.
needed some confidence. I said, shit, he ain't get enough of that. Damn.
Yeah.
No, go ahead,
So
go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
when Coach Dunphy came in, like they didn't even know like who I was, like what I could do, like nothing. Shout out to my man Matt Langle. So Matt Langle was my assistant coach that was assigned to me. So I'm in Pearson 100, just shooting, getting shots, whatever. So he come in,
Mm-hmm.
introduce himself, whatever, and he was still in good shape. He was like 29 at the time. He just got done playing overseas. So he was like, "Yo,
Mm-hmm.
you want to play 1-on-1?" So I was all right, bet. So we playing 1-on-1. Now, mind you, I'm ready. I'm ready now. Like it was at the end
Mm-hmm.
of this. It was the beginning of the school year. I'm ready. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm in shape. I'm going smack at him like
Mm-hmm.
bad. Like Matt Langle, you my
Mm-hmm.
guy. Shout out to you. But that day I got one up on you. So he was like, "Yo, you can really play. Like, why didn't you play last year?" I was like, honestly, I don't even know. Like I just felt like I was young. I felt like it was, wasn't my time yet. Marty was there. He was doing really well. He was doing his thing. So I just felt like I just had
Mm-hmm.
to wait my turn. So coming
Mm-hmm.
into that year, I think literally just off of that, like I ended up starting my sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it started going really, really good when they came in. Like, those are my guys. I still talk to Coach Lang all the time. That's my guy.
What was some of your memorable moments that sophomore year?
Um, I don't know. That sophomore year, it just went so fast. But I would say we didn't have the greatest of years. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
have the greatest of years for a
Is that
lot of
adjustment?
reasons.
Is that
Yeah, like
adjustment
it
though?
was it was it was like the passing of the torch. So Marty was
Mm-hmm.
leaving, Antoine Robinson, who was also really good, they left. So now
Mm-hmm.
you got Mark, Deontay, Dustin Salisbury is also really good.
Shout
All
out to
these
Dustin.
guys
That's
trying
my
to
dog.
figure out who's going to take that lead role and you know what I mean, like be the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and it just kind of like worked against us. And shout out to my boy Chris Clark too. Chris Clark sat
Shout
us
out to
down in the
Chris.
locker room. Yeah, he sat us down in the
Mm-hmm.
locker room and had a real heart to heart with everybody. Like, man, look, everybody trying to get all these individual awards and be the leading scorer, like, but we losing. Like those
Mm-hmm.
awards don't go to the guys, the team that's losing. Those awards go to the
Mm-hmm.
team that's winning. You know what I'm saying? He was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. Like that next
Mm-hmm.
season, we started playing together, focusing on winning games, and everybody started winning all these awards every year. So
Mm.
shout out to my boy Chris Clark. He was real instrumental
Definitely.
in that
Fuck
change.
with Chris.
Yeah.
Going into your junior year, after you starting now, you starting sophomore year. So going into your junior year, what was your transition like that summertime? I know that's when we had the Sunny Hill League and everything like that going on in the city. So we all y'all could see what Nova got and LaSalle got and all these other people that's from Philly that's coming back home to play.
Mm-hmm.
How was like your summertime grind during that summer, and who was like you working out with around that time?
It was honestly the same. I think my biggest focus from sophomore year to junior year was to try to get stronger because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest guy now, but I was even skinnier back then. So I was like really trying to add some weight, trying to put on at least 10 to 15 pounds worth of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't, I didn't work on the right things that summer because coming into my junior year was probably my worst season ever as a
Mm.
college athlete. I lost my starting job. I was coming off the bench. Some games I didn't even play. I was really really frustrated. That was probably like one of my worst seasons ever.
Who you lost your spot to?
Uh, First it was my boy Louis Goose. Louis Goose came in, was making some shots, playing really well, and then they recruited. I want to say they recruited two other guards. The guy, my boy Juan Fernandez, and
Yeah.
a kid from Florida, Martavis Key. So I'm like them
I,
practices.
I, yeah, it was real. It was like games for you.
Oof,
Mm.
oof.
But I say Lou was like a high recruit for y'all, wasn't he?
He was a high recruit for us. Yep. He
He was a
just got
recruit.
done
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
with Wayne and Gerald.
yeah. I remember him. I remember him from Sunny Hill. He ain't have a pass button. He
Nah,
ain't one.
nah,
He ain't never.
nah. Lou was trying to shoot that thing. Lou was definitely trying to shoot
That's
that
my
thing.
man. I said, "Oh, cuz pass the ball." He was like, we playing, bro. We playing at my gym."
Right.
No,
Yeah,
I
he
fuck
made
with
some
Lou, though.
shit.
Lou. He was a good dude. He was a good dude. So you said, so what was like some of the adversity, like learning from your adversity of you losing your starting job at a historic Division I school.
Mhm.
I know that could be another confidence breaker. So what did you do to regain that confidence and to get back in the rotation that you eventually got back into?
It was a lot of talking with assistant coach, Coach Langle, just
Mm-hmm.
trying to get me and my mindset on the same page as what the coaches is expecting from me. And like literally taking that, whatever he's saying, and just doing it every day in practice. Every day in practice,
Mm-hmm.
trying to do it a little bit better, try to bring up the confidence, bring down the frustration. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Coach Dump like his shooters, and I was a attacker, getting downhill to the
Yes,
basket. So I tried
he
to
loved
add
his
a little
shooter.
bit more of that. Try to add a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more of that to my game. But yeah, just taking it day by day, like not trying to hit home runs, just trying to get base hits, trying to make more good plays than bad plays. Get in the game, whether it's for a minute or for 18 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make an impact during that time. And it didn't mean scoring. I mean, like, I think that's why
Mm-hmm.
my defense always was so good because, like, whenever my guard was going off, Coach Dump looked down the bench, put me in, let's go. And I'm on him. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I
Definitely
literally
was a
think
defender.
I got so good because I was like, that was my way of getting on the court and staying on the court. Like, they had a
Mm-hmm.
guard. I
Defense, yeah.
was
Yes.
right. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I'm about to say? Damn, I'm about to mess my question up. Um, so you transitioning, like you say, you got better on defense. You did all that, and Dunphy definitely love his shooters. He definitely love
Mhm.
his shooters, which we know that by Nice because Nice ain't play a lick of defense. He'll tell you
Mhm.
himself. He don't play defense, but he could shoot. He could shoot the hell out the basketball. How was it like once you found your niche? Like, because like we know, it's like we thinking we working on our game. Like we
Mhm.
working on like we doing something right. But it's like, but where we go to school is a business.
Mhm.
How was it like, when you found your niche and it started clicking and that confidence started getting like what was going through the emotions you go take me to the emotions that you was going through as like, all right, I'm finding this Semaj, I'm finding this role. I'm a defensive stopper now. Or I gotta guard him, all right, but he ain't score, I'm locking him up. And now he's
Mhm.
like, now you getting into that rotation and that confidence building. That fun start happening.
Mhm.
Like take me through your mindset, what was going through then, like after losing your spot and everything.
So like I tell kids all the time, like you got to find your niche. Like everybody on the team can't be the star. Like if you're in that
Mm-hmm.
situation where you're fortunate enough to be the star, then flourish in that role. But if you're in
Mm-hmm.
a situation where you got to be the shooter, you got to be the defender, you got to be the
Mm-hmm.
rebounder, like whatever that situation is, like star in
Mm-hmm.
that role. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I really took pride in that. like I said, like guarding the best players all the time. A lot of people don't know, like I was top 10 in the conference, in the A10 conference in assist to turnover ratio. So like little stuff like that, like people wouldn't, like outsiders wouldn't know, but if you're in the locker room and you see it every day, like
on that board, right.
yeah.
So tell me about the business of playing Division I basketball, because you know everybody got dreams of playing Division I, and you done said it plenty of times. Your mental has got tested, and your mental has got tested over and over again from your freshman year, and now we just into your junior year. We ain't even get into your senior year yet. Tell me about the business side that you're seeing like with change. I know we got it. We know we go play basketball because we love it, but now you went a Division I school. It's business to be made now. I mean, that's how these coaches feed their family. That's their livelihood. So give me some insight on how you saw things in that way.
Shoot, I can tell you, man, it was some days getting up and going to practice, like body hurt, tired, you got assignments due, you just want to relax, like you just don't feel like doing it. And that's like it's literally not an option at all when it comes to that Division I level. You know what I mean? And that's when like if that's when like, all right, if I'm really going to do this, I really got to lock in and do it. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's not easy at all. Like people think that I got game, I can go play D1. That's true, but it's a whole lot of other stuff off the court that you got to deal with that people just can't deal with, bro. Like it was a lot of guys, a couple guys that went to Temple before me, who I knew that was really good, that ended up having to transfer and them having to go to other schools just because the other stuff that they couldn't deal with.
So how did you maneuver the other stuff?
My middle school coach always told us you got to do the things you don't want to do to get the things you want to get. So whenever it was something like that came up, I just kept telling myself, all right, I gotta do this because.
Can you say that? Can you say it for the people one more time? Say it for the people one more time, please.
One more time. My middle school coach always said you gotta do the things you don't want to do to get the things you want to get. So that was just a recurring theme, like day in and day out.
Because you want to score the ball, you want to be flying, you want to be dunking. But in order for you to do them things, you got to do what the team needed you to do, which was play defense, like on the best defender. And those times were going to come. Them opportunities was going to come. So let's transition into your senior year. Matter of fact, no. Let's go junior year. The junior year. Let's go to the tournament. Let's go to the NCAA tournament junior year. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know a little something. I know a little something. Y'all done have fun in the A10.
Yeah.
Y'all having your way in the A10 now. Y'all found your money. Yeah, y'all got the mojo. Y'all top dogs of the league and everything like that. Tell me about y'all. I was cussing y'all out too, by the way, second round. But the first one y'all was cool. Tell me about that NCAA. First of all, tell me how I felt to play in. We watched it on TV. You got a chance to be a part. That's history. You got a chance to play on. You on a bracket. You on bracketology. You there.
Yeah.
You number whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how that emotion was going through that, seeing that.
So
experiencing that.
It was dope, man. It was really, really dope. Like we obviously went on road trips to play in the other teams in other states and stuff like that. And it was cool. I had the hotel room, had the food, whatever. But the tournament, like they took care of you. Like they took care of you. Like the food was top notch. Nice. The hotels was top notch. We had police escorts to the games. Like it was a dope experience. We playing in NBA arenas. It was a dope experience for sure. For sure. People talking about you, you get into the tournament. Like getting to the tournament itself is an accomplishment by itself. Like get there and win some games, like that's great too. But to get to the tournament itself, it's what, 64 teams? It's 300.
At the time when y'all was doing it, yes. At the time when y'all was there, it's only 64. Yeah, I don't even think they even did. I think they just did that one playing game. That was it.
One playing game, yeah.
That was it. It ain't like how it is now. Like you got other different playing games. One playing game. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. So where y'all play the 11. I said 11. Y'all junior year.
So our junior year we was in Denver. We played at the Pepsi Center. Yeah, but
couldn't breathe. Talk to the altitude.
We played against State.
You said who?
played Michigan State. Oh, so you ain't up on your research.
No,
You
no,
played
no.
Michigan State.
No. I'm up. I want you to say it. I'm here.
Oh,
I told you I'm Temple Nova Bull. I'm telling you right now, my next life I might go to Temple or Nova. If I keep this information I know now, I'm going Temple or Nova. I'm telling you that right now.
right. So we end up playing. Michigan State,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I learned. That's when I learned the difference between mid-major, high major.
Mm-hmm. Because you got a boy that's 6'8", 6'9", maybe 6'10" playing center. They got a boy 7 foot 7'2", like you know what I mean? Yeah,
7'2",
yeah,
250,
yeah.
260.
And he's number 16 picking the draft. Yeah, he got one of them boys. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nah, their
Tell him
level
who was
of physicality.
Tell him who was on that Michigan State team.
They had Drew Neitzel. They
Mm-hmm.
had Raymar Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And they had another big guy. I can't remember his name. That was really good. But then they had their whole team, bro. They was grown men, bro. They were grown men. You can feel like, oh, you strong, real strong, like country strong, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I'll tell you, they preparation. They called it 6-eye defense. Next Christmas, they called it a 6-eye defense. It was 6 eyes on Deontay the whole entire game. Period.
Yeah.
Tom Izzo was the head coach. He said it after the interview. That was the defense that Phil Jackson used, or somebody used against Michael Jordan. The 6-eye defense. Yeah, we use that against Dante. Yeah, they call him Dante.
Yeah.
He
just told me, yo, it's crazy. Nice to be talking about them stories. He was like, bro, we know how you talk. They were so strong, bro. I'm looking at them like, y'all was strong. No, bro. No, bro.
Whoa.
Like they weights must be different. Like
yeah. I was like, oh, so that's like, but then you kind of really think about it, like that's really the difference. Like they was probably older, like 24.
They was older, and they preparation was different though.
Yeah.
They programmed different though. You know, we go off of in shape.
Right.
We on the east side because we run.
Right.
They got a mixture of both.
Right.
They in shape, but they also hit that weight room. They take the weight room very serious at them elite programs.
We be skipping reps and skipping sets. Like,
no. And then you gotta realize this too. What you about to say?
No, I heard that they got a camera in their weight room and they record like your sets. Yeah. So miss a set or you miss a rep, like they know.
But you gotta realize this too, though. Around that time, it wasn't no one and dones. Like people was going to school for all 4 years.
Yep.
So y'all was running up on seniors that was ready. Like they know, like
ready.
That was ready. Like this is all I got. I'm either got the league next year or I'm going overseas. That's it. I'm giving them everything right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I was cussing y'all out that's on the TV screen. I'm telling you right now. I was cussing y'all out. Yeah, but I wasn't mad because y'all was like, I ain't gonna say y'all was out, man. They was prepared. We just didn't have enough.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We didn't have enough. But this senior year and who y'all played against, I cussed y'all out. Yeah. But let's go to the beginning. Let's go talk about the beginning of the senior year. Let's talk about the beginning. You know, coming from the NCAA on a high. Oh, by the way, this is how you know I'm all in. Y'all not Nike no more. Y'all Adidas now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, y'all been Adidas since sophomore year. Y'all Adidas. Chaney took that check on with him. Y'all not Nike no more. Y'all Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
That's how you see. Exactly. Talk to me nice.
Yeah, you tapped in.
Talk to me nice. Come on, talk to me nice.
For sure.
Hold up. The floor. Did the floor change? The floor didn't change yet. The floor didn't change. The floor didn't change yet. The floor was going to, after y'all leave, is transitioning to change. That's how you know I'm tapped in.
Mm-hmm.
So then, tell me about, you know, the Adidas days. I'm gonna say right now, it's better than the Under Armour days at Temple. I'll tell you that much. Y'all over the Under Armour days.
It was better than the Nike days back in the day at Temple.
The Adidas days?
Yes.
Y'all Adidas?
All right, bro, our Nike contract was trash.
Oh my! Y'all got 2 pair of sneaks. Y'all got 2 pair of sneaks.
2 pair of sneaks, bro. They was both trash. We got very limited gear. Like it was bad, bro. It was bad. Only
I'm
positive about it is you can buy your own Jordans and play in your Jordans. But outside of that, like it was bad. It was terrible.
I guess they contract better now.
Oh, their contract is great now. But that's because
they contract.
We got some wins. And we was Adidas, we used to ask them, all right, now we Adidas, like, can we get some more stuff? Can we get some more stuff? And they was like, oh, y'all gotta win, y'all gotta win, y'all gotta win. So we start winning. Now we got a little bit more stuff, but now they got all this, they got unlimited Nike stuff now.
Yeah, they got unlimited Nike stuff now. They ain't, But let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, for real. let's go. Let's go into your senior year though. Y'all, y'all off the high. Y'all off that high of going to the NCAA. Y'all come to the hill. Y'all show up in the hill. They like, they made the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Now we starting the senior year. Tell me how the preparation for the senior year was.
It was a lot of the same. It was a lot of the same, man. We had a couple young big guys that was really coming into their own. Shout out to
talk to him. Mention. Come on. Talk to him. Yeah, talk to the boys.
Really, really coming into their own, man. I think they had went up to Boston or something like that off season, and they came back totally different. Like, bro, why y'all didn't invite me up there? Like, I need to come back. They came back crazy. Like they came back in crazy shape. So like it was the kind of the emergence of Void, man. He's still like one of my favorite big guys to ever play with. Like he was, and he just started playing basketball. Yeah, man, he just started playing basketball. It was crazy.
He from over there too, right? And he from over the bridge.
I'm not sure where Void from. I'm not sure. I think he's from PA.
I thought he was. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was from over the bridge this whole time. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If he is, I apologize, Void. I want no smoke, big dog. I apologize. But I ain't gonna lie, Void one of the coolest people I ever met in my life, though. Seriously. One of the coolest one I ever met in my life. Real talk.
Funny as hell, too.
Yes, no, he is. But you gotta get to know him, though. You gotta get to know him. If he brings you, you want to see that side. For sure. Yes. Yeah, so tell me about, So go ahead. So you got your two monsters coming in. They came in better.
So we basically was building.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Deontay wrist still not broke. He's still shooting. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
He's still shooting. Honestly, Christmas was one of my favorite players to play with because what you're gonna get.
I'm right at him too. Listen, I'm right at him. And he ain't going left. Yeah, I'm right at him.
He's not going left. He's not going left, but he got that quick trigger, man. Like I've hit him with some passes that I didn't even think he was going to be able to look at the basket, much less get a shot off. And it was up and it was good. Like he could really shoot the shot the ball. Like
most memorable game your senior year to be a part of.
Tennessee.
That's why I said it, because we talking about the shooting. Y'all had it rocking. You heard me?
Tennessee by far.
Y'all had brushed. Y'all had it rocking.
And it was mostly because Tennessee came in with a lot of hype and a lot of energy. That boy Tyler Smith at the time, Wayne Chisholm, I believe, Duke Cruz. They had a little dude that looked like AI Bobby Mays, I think his name was. They came in with a lot of energy, bro, and they cracked us last time we went over there. So we went to
this year. Listen, that's the John. That's the game. The whole Philly was like, if we ain't believe it, Deontay going to the league after that, man, right there. He don't got to play no more this year. He going to the league after that game right there. Like he got to go.
Yeah,
he got not us. Yeah, but not us knowing the dynamics of the draft portal of how that really goes and everything like that. But we like first round. That's how it's funny. First round. Can't nobody nation shoot better than my boy. First round.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
What was some more memorable moments in your senior year before we get to the 8? I want to talk about the 8-10 tournament this year too, though. So let's what's some of your more memorable games before we get to the
8-10? Not too much really. Like I think everybody was kind of had a bad taste in their mouth, pause, from that tournament loss that we had.
NCAA,
so I think everybody was trying to get back to the tournament. That was one of our biggest goals, to get back to the tournament and actually make some noise in the tournament, especially for us guys that were seniors. So that was like the biggest thing, man, getting ready for that tournament run again.
8-10. That's your league right here. But that boy got it. What, he got 3 years in a row? Deontay got 3 years in a row?
We got it 2, and then they wanted to
2 years.
He left,
Okay. Y'all got it with the junior. Y'all got a junior senior, right?
Yep.
Right. I'm talking about the player of the year. How many times he got it? Three. He got three. He got the MVP. What, 2 or 3 times?
I think he got it twice.
I'm giving him too much credit.
He might have got it twice. It might even be 2 or 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a
So
real sophomore.
tell me about the 8-10. You going against you got the LaSalle's, you got the Fordhams, you got with St. Louis, right?
Mm-hmm.
With St. Louis, with y'all, yeah, you got St. That's it. So I know a little something. So tell me
Mm-hmm.
about like them 8-10 bottoms. Who else y'all got up there? St. Bonnie's and all them. Yeah, y'all had Bonnie and all them up there. So tell me about UMass. Tell me about them battles y'all was going through.
Honestly, at the time, I know me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but I felt confident against most teams in the A10. I felt really confident against most teams in the A10, except for Xavier.
They was always the wild card though.
Yeah, Xavier always
They was
gave
always
us a
the
tough
wild.
run. They always gave us a tough run for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think we all, as a group, we felt confident in the A10 that we can at least get back to the championship, if not win it, if something. You know what I'm saying? Like we felt good in the A10. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now we transitioning NCAA tournament. Senior
NCAA
year.
tournament.
Y'all back on selection Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all Adidas sweatsuits.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all shell toe Adidas. Yeah, I know y'all had them. That's before we had all this new Adidas stuff. Now we had to go with the classics back in the day.
Right.
Playing in them pro models.
Yeah,
I think the best joints that we had back then was the Gills.
Yep.
That lineup, I think was it the T-Max. I ain't really playing T-Max like that. T-Max was nice though.
Mm-hmm.
The Whites was comfortable when Dwight was with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Jones Garnett and them one, like the team constructed shoe at that moment. I'm around. I know my gear. You feel me?
Yeah, that's good.
You feel me? I know my gear.
I had this about autos.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I seen them drink. I seen them drinks. And the crazy thing, I had them too. But but tell us how that was. That was your last selection Sunday. That was it.
Yeah.
And tell the folks who your first round opponent was.
So if I remember correctly, my junior year we was the 11th seed, right? And we picked up Michigan State. And then senior year, like I said, we was trying to, we was really, like that whole senior year, we were trying to get ready for the tournament. So the first part of getting ready for the tournament was getting a higher seed, like trying to get a better position. So we ain't got to play fucking Michigan State in the first round. So I think we got a 5 seed, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I can't remember that first team that we played because we won that first game in the first round.
Yeah, I know. I know for sure. Let me see right now.
I'm trying to remember who we played. Dang, I can't remember who we played. I know we played the second round.
Oof. Oh, I know you played the second round too. Let me see. What year were we talking? 2009.
2008, 2009 season. I cannot remember who we played.
Yeah, I ain't even coming up on the joint right now. Maybe I'm trying to type in for that. Could be all wrong.
Right.
Damn, I would have had us together. I apologize.
So we didn't have a bye, did we?
No, y'all ain't have a bye. Y'all won y'all first matchup. But I'm trying to figure out who it was. But we can come back to that though. I'm gonna find it. We can come back to that. But y'all won that game.
Yeah.
Y'all got that dub. Second round. Y'all played this dude with his left hand. And that's when the buzz of him got super. Oh, he going to the league this year.
Off that game?
Like him? Bro, they told that boy he going to the league. But you look at him then, and you look at his body and stuff, you be looking like we knew he was. Y'all knew he was strong.
Yeah,
you knew he was strong. You know he was left hand dominant. All that. We didn't know that he was that skilled that he was.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But it's like y'all looking at this ball, and you like, y'all can go in there and win this game, huh? Y'all knew y'all gonna win that game.
We felt good about that game.
we
felt
good.
really, really good about that game. We felt good about that game.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we held him to a decent amount. Like, he didn't kill us.
Mm-hmm.
It was this kid named Derek Glasser.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Glasser, their point guard. He killed us. He was on the scout report, but he wasn't as heavy as Mr. Harden was. So, you know, we was focusing on him. We was leaving Glasser, helping on Harden. He was kicking it to Glasser. Glasser was knocking it out. We just was living with it. Like, all right, if he beat us, then he beat us, and he ended up beating us.
Yeah, that beat with the scouting report.
Yeah.
That's one with the scouting report.
Them scouts, them D1 scout reports, they go in depth. Like, they go in depth. They do everything. Like, they tell your favorite moves, don't like to do.
This is before. Listen,
like.
Listen, this is before me knowing about scouting reports and all of that. When I told y'all the junior year, I wasn't mad at y'all. But the senior year, when I was cussing y'all out, I'm like, yo, we just hit like 2 or 3. Y'all ain't want to guard him yet? Y'all gonna keep letting him shoot. Y'all gonna keep. Oh my God. Then I'm like, you know, you start doing the comparison, John. You know, you trying to go there. I could do that. I could go out there and guard him. Like, you can get me with that. I'm trying to go to Temple. Anyway, I can go do that. I could do that over there. Like, oh my God.
Right. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here cussing y'all out. And I love y'all like, yo.
Look, you was probably cussing me out too, because I probably had my worst game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I probably had my worst game. I think I was like,
you know what I said? You know what I said?
I could do that.
No, all this dunking and shit when he was in the gym. Now he don't want to dunk at all. My mom looked like, you know him? Yeah, I was playing with him at the students, and now so he's doing all this. Him and Deontay doing all this. Now he can't throw a rock in the ocean. Oh my God, yo, I'm about to go down there and try out. I'm about to go transfer there and try out. Y'all tripping? I can do that. I could do that, bro. I'm sitting here cursing y'all out super bad. Like, nah, bro. We ain't go. I'm a part of y'all. I'm on y'all team. We not going out like that.
Not going out like
you know that. What? We ain't going out like that. We went out like we went out like that. We went out like that. That shit hurt. That shit hurt.
That was one for sure that I want back.
You want that game back?
Yeah, I want that one back. I want that one back bad.
No, it's crazy, it's crazy because you probably be still sitting. Because like certain games, like me, I don't know if you do. I know me. It's like certain games I play, and they'd be like, "Damn, I wish I could do that over again." Like, or it'd be like, or the game will replay in your mind. Or like even like could be years later. Like, damn, I really airballed that 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Damn, I really missed that free throw. Like, I missed a bunny. That joint was right there. That thing right there. I smoked that joint. So now season over. No more Adidas. No more gear.
Thank God. I was cool off the Adidas gear. And it was like all 5X stuff, 3X, 5X.
Oh yeah, remember because we was back in the day. Yeah, dog, your shorts was at your calf muscles, bro. Like
you ain't see the jerseys. The jerseys came down to our knees.
No, I see you had to tuck. Yeah, tuck you.
I got a jersey in my closet right now. That thing is like a dress, literally. Literally.
Yo, so transitioning now, now you got the aspirations of, you want to go to the next level, whatever that level may be. You want to continue your journey in basketball. So tell me how your process was. Did you work out? Did you do the NBA workouts? How was your process?
So my process, once I got done at Temple, I think I took like 2 months off, just not doing any basketball. And honestly, a lot of people don't know this, but honestly, I stopped playing. I got a job at a marketing agency in Cherry Hill, and I worked that marketing agency for like 3 months up until like August.
Pause your story. I knew you had a job. And I'm going to tell you how I knew you had a job. And it's crazy because you probably, like I said, I got stories I never shared. And it's my time to share it. I told Deontay this story, but I didn't know it was a marketing job. So y'all season's over. We in the gym. I think we in the gym with. Did you work out with? I think it was with Howie. I think you did a workout with Howie, and Dunphy came, and Dunphy was there, and we had it was a good little run and everything. And Dunphy asked, like he didn't ask like would you working on your game? How's it? He was like, you went to work today? Like you been to work? Like no, I gotta work at such and such. Da-da-da. So that's how it was like you had a job. Now my mom was like, why this man asking this boy about his job? He's supposed to be telling that boy get ready for the league or something. Like that's how my mentality was back then. I was like, but me not knowing, like, bro, there's other stuff to do in between time. I mean, like that. But I used to be like, yo, I knew you had a job at one point in time in college, like getting out of college. I knew you had a job though. Yeah. That's ironic that you catch all this because he said it from we was in Temple, and he was like, you been to work? I'm thinking like in my mind, like work, like he worked on this game, like we just in here working on the game, we got all these shots up. Right. And he was like, yeah, no, I'll go later on. I'm off right now. I was like, this nigga. I'm like,
nah, man, like real job. Like that college life, that D1 life, like having to go to practice and do all that stuff. I know I kind of fell out of love with the game, so I was like, man, I don't even want to play no more. Like I'd rather just go. I got my marketing degree. Let me just start getting my career and start working, bro.
Oh, that's your degree in marketing?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder your John be hitting 2 million and all that, 12 million, because you know how to market. Okay, I'm gonna holler at you. Yeah. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, let me see.
I was doing that for like a good 2 or 3 months. And then honestly, I'm 21, 22. And I just going into this job and working 8 hours a day, and I'm just like, bro, I'm just too young. I got too much energy. Like I can always come back and do this.
That's a
fact. I was like, let me start reaching out to some coaches. So I talked to actually Coach Langle, and he connected me with one of his old agents, and then I started going back overseas and stuff like that for the next couple of years.
So tell me some of your stops overseas.
First year out, I went to Iceland. So my agent,
Iceland.
Yeah, my first year I was in Iceland. He was like, yeah, because you had, a good career, but your numbers wasn't up there to put you in like a higher level of play. So he was like, all right, what we're going to do? We're going to go to Iceland. We're going to get your numbers up. Then hopefully by Christmas time, they switch out the imports. We'll get you moved to a better situation. So I'm like, they play basketball in Iceland? Like they? What? So I went to Iceland. I actually in the city that I was in the capital. So it was more like more lively. So I actually really enjoyed it, man. It was a really nice life. Like, the basketball was okay. The off court stuff was nice. They set me up in a nice apartment. So I was fine. So I played there for 2 years for 2 different teams. Did really well. Like top 5 in pretty much everything in the stats. Ended up going to Czech Republic after that, which was a good league. They had some guys coming back and forth from the G League that was trying to get back into the G League. So I was like, all right, that's where I want to be. I'm trying to get to the G League, so that'll be a good spot. Didn't do so well. Me and my coach didn't get along. So I left there, came home for a while, did a couple of exposure type camps, ended up getting a contract to go to, I want to say from Czech, I went to Denmark. No, from Czech, I went to Canada. A lot of people don't know, like, Canada is a really competitive league, man. Like,
yeah,
that league is
I've been out there.
Competitive. Yeah, like, and then a lot of people also don't know, like, in Canada, overseas, you could probably have like 2 or 3 Americans on the team, and everybody else got to be foreigners. In Canada, it's the opposite. So you can have 9 Americans on the team, and you only need 3 Canadian players. So it was really like almost like an American league.
Playing home, yeah.
So it was a highly, really, really competitive league.
They play NBA rules too, didn't they?
They play NBA rules. Yep, they play NBA style arenas, basically like hockey rings that's converted into basketball.
It's like how the league was. Yeah.
That was a good experience. So then after that, I left there. Didn't like the weather. The winters up there was outrageous.
And Canada, it definitely gets super duper duper cold up there. for
Yeah, and
sure.
I wasn't like
You
down by
right
like
there.
the border to the U.S. side. I was up in like Nova
Oh,
Scotia, Prince Edward Island. So it was crazy. It was
yeah,
crazy. It was wild up
yeah.
there. I was like, man, my next gig, man, I'm going somewhere warm. Like
That,
I
mm-hmm,
can't keep doing all this, bro. So
mm-hmm.
from that same exposure camp that I got the Canada job, it was another coach there that liked me in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is not a big basketball place, but I wanted to be
The
somewhere
weather,
warm. Yeah, I wanted to be
the
somewhere
weather was
warm,
there.
a little vacation
Mm-hmm.
type of paid vacation. So I went down there for a couple months. And then again, from that same exposure camp that I went to, a coach from Denmark was there. So I ended up going to Denmark for I think just a season. And then that was it, man. I was done traveling. That was like that was like a 6 or 7 year span. I was done
Mm-hmm.
traveling. I was ready to kind of, start my life after basketball. So that was it.
So I want to know because I had a conversation with my one of my people I interviewed before.
Mm.
How was that? How mentally locked in do you have to be with this playing overseas? Because we're really chasing something that's not guaranteed. Like we don't know what's next. Like I told him before, like you gotta actually like love the game of basketball. Like we gotta be psycho for real, for almost
Yeah.
like really like no plan B. Like we doing this like to the point of we don't know what country, what team, wherever we may go next, but we this round basketball, we
Hmm.
going wherever it take us. Like tell me how
Hmm.
your mentality was, throughout your whole process of year to year.
So for me, like I wasn't never like a super high level guy. Like I think my biggest contract over there was like 5K or something like that, 5,000 a
Mm-hmm.
month. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was in my 20s, so I'm like, all right, I could be working at a job at McDonald's back home, making pennies, doing something I
Mm-hmm.
hate every day. While I'm over here
Mm-hmm.
making a decent amount of money doing something I love, and I got no
Mm-hmm.
bills. Like all the
Yeah,
money
ain't
I
got no
make,
bills
it goes
for
right to
sure.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it like that. Um, but then you like start to like now in hindsight, you start thinking like, what's really guaranteed? Like, what's the definition of a guaranteed income? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, if I get to play basketball and get paid for it,
Mm-hmm.
that's 1,000% a win. So in the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
like whenever I did have to come home, I started doing my training. So I was training the kids, having camps, and growing that side of the business, so that when I did decide to get done playing, I could just walk right into something that I already was doing. So that's kind of how that worked
That's
out.
what.
But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. To leave your family for months at a time, to be away,
Mm-hmm.
to deal with. Like, you hear all the horror stories, the guys going over
Mm-hmm.
there, having a terrible living situation, not getting
Mm-hmm.
paid, not having a flight
Mm-hmm.
back home. Like all that stuff happens. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But like
Mm-hmm.
you said, you get to do something playing basketball that you love to do, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like kind of bounces out. You know what I mean? I was
Mm-hmm.
fortunate enough. I was young. I didn't have any kids at the time, so it wasn't really anything I was losing.
Well, that's one thing I always felt like I said myself because I had kids when I first started. So
Hmm.
I felt like me chasing, I had to, but I know it was like selfish in time. But they were like babies.
Hmm.
So now it's like to the point like my son was able to go through the process with me a little bit to see it. He might not understand it right now. He might understand it when he get older, but he
Right.
got a chance to see it. But all he knows is like, my dad playing basketball. He loved basketball. Then it's like I'm bringing him around y'all and the people he meeting. He get to meet the NBA players and all that. So he like king of the hill.
But
Him
what
being
you want,
12 now.
what you did for him is that a lot of people don't get to do is that you
Yeah, that's a fact.
normalize that. Like you normalized him being around basketball players. You
Yeah,
normalized that.
yeah,
So now it's like, what I'm saying, that shock of being around people is not
yeah,
as big for him as normal.
yeah,
And when it's something that's
yeah,
normal to you, it can has a likelihood of keep happening. Just like
yeah.
all
That's a fact.
you
That's a
know what I'm
fact.
saying?
He never stopped talking about me and Embiid and Maxey and all them. He be bragging to his friends down there and all that still.
Mhm.
And being there, he been around Mook and Keith and them since he was like first born. So then the
Mhm.
other guys, JT, our guy JT and everybody, him being around all them guys, them caliber guys, and it's like
Yep.
I just don't want to take that for granted and think that's normal. I don't want to think that's normal. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I want that to be like a level of confidence for him as an edge. If this is what he want to do with basketball and stuff like that. Like he got people, they know him, they know of him, he could turn to, stuff like that. Like even you know what I'm saying? Like
Yep. Yep.
um So in your mind, like we know the basketball stops. The basketball, it's sad to say, like we think it's gonna last forever. You was blessed to get, you said 7 years. Some people might get one. Some people might get a half a season is over. How did you know in your mind, like, all right, like enough? Like, all right, I'm good. Was it that something wasn't coming through for you, or you were just like, I'm done chasing. I'm cool chasing.
I think it was the chasing part. I think it was the chasing part, number one. And number two, the way that I played, like I was a runner, a jumper, you know what I'm saying? My back couldn't take much more of it. My knees couldn't handle the flights anymore. And I really wanted to walk away from the game without having no major pains and injuries and stuff like that. 'Cause I want to have a kid. I want to have a son. I want to be able to walk and play with my son. So I was like, bro, I can call it a career now and never have any major surgeries or never major injuries like that. And I can play with my kids freely or keep pushing my body and break something or hurt something and then not never be the same. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
that part of it. And then I was like, I want some stability. I want to be able to like
Yeah.
go to like instead of going to a house that the team gave me that I can do a little decorating and do a little this here and there. I want to be able to go to
That's
my
only
house.
temporary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
temporary. Like I want a place to call my own. I want to, you know what I mean, have a car to call my own. I want a job to go to and build something. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't hurt. It wasn't painful or nothing like that. I was at peace with it. At first it was painful. It was hurting like during the process because it was like at the time I was trying to get on with the Sixers and they had Michael Carter Williams and just like you was like, oh, I could do that. I could be him. So I'm like, oh, I could be Michael Carter Williams. Like he athletic. I'm athletic too. Like what? But once I got over that, I was like, yeah, I'm at peace with the game, man. I got a lot from this game. The game taught me a lot. You know what I mean? So I was ready to give it all back.
No, that's a great thing. It's definitely about giving it back. But let's take it back to our run-ins. And shout out to that old Coach Tone. Shout out to Coach Tone. He some of the craziest places we done worked out at. But with our boys, so let's talk about some of them battles. Them preparations. Because I feel as though I had to work my way up to play with y'all in a sense. Like I knew I was good at this or that, and I had to develop my shots some more and all that. Then I got the confidence to be like, oh yeah, I'm on these motherfuckers level. What's up? But I just know I just had to bring more energy than y'all, which was I don't know where I pulled it from, but I had to bring more energy than y'all. But tell us like some of your most memorable, like your workouts.
Nah, it was always like just to find a good workout. That's why Coach Tone was such a blessing, man, because he was just always in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it was always good competition. It wasn't not like no hate, and nobody was in there hating on each other, or like everybody was in there like really trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? And it was guys that was playing overseas. It was guys that was playing in the league, college guys, guys like yourself that's trying to get to that level. You know what I mean? Like all that just made it for a good experience. You know what I'm saying? I remember playing with you. Like I already knew what you could do. I know you could shoot the ball. But when we played in that Danny Rumpf game together, I was like, oh, this nigga, he's solidified now. Like it's up. It's up. It's right with you now. Everybody knows you now. Because that game, man, woo, that game right there, boy, you was on some shit.
It's crazy that tournament though. I tell everybody that tournament, I wasn't supposed to be on your team.
You wasn't. But just because you was around so much.
Yeah. The Coach Tone was like, because the year before, I played on Coach Tone team when Novar and them was playing, and that's when I was at CCP. They gave me a jersey because somebody it was like the last game, everybody didn't stay. Then he was like, yo, you come back tomorrow, but I didn't. I'll probably play like 3 minutes. I was like, damn, I couldn't even show what I could do. Like they just want to keep me get these niggas to basketball. Like so, then the next year. Malik like, yo, just bring your stuff. We going down there. Leak like, I'm like, all right, we going down there. But then we jump on your team. It's Coach Tone again. But he started seeing me a little bit more. I know I gotta get around him so he know who I am. He didn't know of me too much, but he's seen me enough. So then it was to the point like Sharif was there too. Now Sharif knew me. Sharif knew me ever since I moved back to Philly. when I went to high school with his brother and stuff. So he like, all right, Sean, I'm gonna make sure you play, but you play like you ain't. You got one shot, like you know what I mean. So the first day we had like how our bench was these past 2 joints. We had about 30 people. So Mike like switch teams. Me and Malik like I'm like we want to switch teams. Malik like no, we staying right here. I'm like, what you mean? He like, no. Trust me, we going Rod. You're not going because he's trying to give me another jersey. He like, no, Rod not getting another jersey. We staying right here on this team. Mike like, all right, I got like 30 dudes. You're not going to play. Malik like, it ain't gonna be 30 dudes tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Cause we lost. Right. We lost the first game.
Yeah.
We lost the first game. So, my man Leek said, yo, I think we can get to the chip with this team. I said, what? I'm just happy to get a jersey. I'm trying to get a couple points, get some photos or something. I'm cool. Leek like, bro, we could go to the chip with this joint. Like, I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, bro, we just lost. We can't lose no more games, bro.
Right.
It's double elimination.
Right.
They're like, all these people, they're not gonna be here tomorrow. We gonna play. Right. Be ready. We gonna play. I'm like, all right. That's when I started being the first one at the game the whole tournament. I beat everybody. I was getting my whole warm up. I was in the full sweat, whatever. Second game, I played a little bit. I played a little bit more. Then somebody, I think we had like 7 people. I got my fill. We played. Matter of fact, we played Marty and them. We played Marty, Jermaine Jones and them. Then we wound up playing Rocco and them. We wound up beating them. I'm like, yo, we rolling. Then I keep the same routine. The one thing I love about the Rumph is I love Dion. Yeah. I love Way this weekend. I love it. Yeah. I never go. I love Way this weekend. Because everybody that got players the next day, they be at Way this weekend. I love him for that. Scheme team. We play scheme team. I'm still there early. What's they talking about? Yeah, they might be coming super late. I'm just still getting shots up. You walk in, we getting shots up. Right. They coming. I'm looking like Malik, like we going to the championship. We win this, we in the championship. He said, bro, we going. I said, yo, I that's when that shit hit me. Like, yo, we going to the championship, bro. I ain't gonna miss. I was like, I ain't gonna miss. He's like, huh? Like, I was like, I'm not gonna miss a shot, bro. He's like, looked at me like this nigga. Malik like this nigga coke. That nigga tripping. So I'm not gonna miss a shot, bro. We going to the championship, bro. Right. Nigga start off with and 1 threes, all that type of shit. Nigga, you got a layup. I got the whole. I'm gonna put it on here. Nigga had a whole layup. Just threw me the ball. Go ahead, shoot the number 3. Why? Like, oh yeah, we rolling. Yeah, we was definitely rolling. That was a memorable damn tournament. And then we run into your man again.
That was man. That I in my opinion, like after that, it ain't been the same. Yeah. It ain't.
No. And it's crazy. No, for me, it's been one other time. But to get that feeling back is like we can't duplicate that. Like that was just the magic of the tournament. Like I found that magic one more time, but it was a different role. It wasn't now everybody know I can shoot now, so now I gotta mix it up. Then it was just like, oh, we gonna let him, we can't let him shoot. Damn, this mother was shooting. They shooting. This mother was shooting, but not knowing like that the old NBA ball, I could control that joint. You know what I mean? So wet my hands, our hands bigger than the mug. You feel me? Oh, I can actually put my palm on the ball now too. Oh, it's good now. The little Wilsons, we gotta shoot the ball like this and all that. You know, what happened like that? You feel me? Then they called me after the game. The twins and them called me. Corey. In fact, Corey called me after the game. He said, "Yeah, man, they told me you had 30. You had 30 something." I said, "Bro, I wasn't even checking the box score, bro. I was just out there having fun." He said, "Yeah, we got something for you though tomorrow. Like it ain't happening." I said, "What you talking about?" Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, y'all gonna lose tomorrow. That's for sure." I'm like, "Listen, bro, I'm just here to have fun." I looked down like this. I'm just here to have fun, bro. Listen, I exceeded my. Listen, he don't know. I exceeded my expectations. Right. Now I got. Listen, all I wanted was a jersey, a couple shots, some gear. I left. You feel me? Right. Now I got the jersey, couple shots, some more gear. We get championship day gear, right? And now the whole city the whole city's coming to watch this one last game. Oh, I'm in a win-win situation. I could hit a stinker today. I wasn't supposed to be here anyway. You feel me?
Right.
I'm good. Yep. Then they FaceTime me. They're like, "Yeah, we got somebody for you tomorrow." I said, "For me?" I'm like, "You start playing on our team." I just got hot that game. No, bro. because they knew me since we was kids. Like, nah, they turn the phone over. It's H. It's your man left-handed bandit now. Now he ain't the H at Arizona State. Nah. He about to go into his MVP. He bared it up. Fresh Adidas deal. You feel me? The Adidas deal. I can tell you something about the Adidas deal. The Adidas deal. So then he like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? He like, I see you tomorrow. He said just like that, I see you tomorrow. I'm sitting there cracking up, but I get hyped. Get hyped. Like, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to go to the gym right now. They got me fucked up.
I did the same thing.
Oh, they got me fucked up. Oh, somebody gonna bring heart into the city. Then they posted on the joint. Oh, the jet landed. They put it all on the socials and all that. Oh, the jet landed my ass. I'm home. You tripping? My man was like, "Rah, relax." I said, "No, you ain't see what they just bought. That he did 200 million. He's got 200 million for them. Bro, relax. Keep your same routine you've been keeping. You're gonna be good. You get there. You said you get there early, right? Get your shot. Don't burn yourself out. You had a long. This one let me know about the body, but you had a long weekend. Y'all just played all these games, bro. Y'all played the most games. Y'all played the most games of the tournament.
Yep.
And then y'all gotta play the championship game to win it. I said, yeah, you right. Drink your water. Do what you used to do. What you do. Stretch. Get down there. Stretch some more. Get your shots in. Bet. Whole night I could not sleep.
Yep.
Whole next day, couldn't sleep. I woke up, took my little nap. You take a little cat nap. I ain't want no cat nap that day. Let's get the ball. Listen, I'm talking about, and what's crazy is, bro, I wore this. You know how you like, I never had a phobia before. Like, I never did that. Like, but I wore the same compression shorts, the same socks, all that, the same sneakers the whole tournament. I just kept on in the washing machine, get it on out. Next day, throw it in the washing machine.
The same thing. I'm getting texts. I'm sitting on the Twitter getting texts. Oh, James Harden coming. How you gonna act? How you gonna act? I said, look,
listen.
He gonna have to put his shoes on the hoop just like I gotta put mine on.
Facts.
He gonna have to show me. He gonna have to show me.
You know what's crazy is? You wanna know what's crazy is, bro? They like who guarding him? They like, you want the guarding, right? So I'm looking at. I'm like, no, I ain't got guarding. Semaj Inge, bro, you tripping? I don't got guard that nigga. I don't got guard that nigga. I don't got to guard that nigga if I don't want to. I don't got to. My job right now, it look like for this team, I gotta make my shots, baby.
I gotta make my shots, baby.
I gotta make my shots. That's why I gotta make my shots, get a couple stops, but I gotta make my shots. We good. Dog. We going to that game. I swear I was starting though. I ain't start that game. I was a little mad at Tone, but I understand because we gotta go resumes. He went resume, which I respect. That's my dog.
Yeah.
My man told me, be ready though, because you gotta play. You the reason, you one of the reasons we here. I said, no, I ain't worried about that. But this gave me a time to feel the game. To get that, oh, that's Harden out the way. Right. So I'm looking at him. Coach Tone was hype as shit.
He was hyped the whole game.
Yo, I'm plugging that video under when we post this joint up. I'm plugging Coach Tone when I think you made him travel. He started to bounce or something, and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "This nigga." He was like, "I know." Hilarious. So I was like, "Yeah, we like that motherfucker." I'm like, "We like Coach Tone, bro. Like, this nigga could go for 50 right now. Chill out. Let us chill. Let us chill for a second. You feel me? Like, relax for a second." That shit says, "Sup, let's go." Yo, you know what's crazy? There's no disrespect. I did not know who Kyle Hines was at that time. I just started my segment off with no disrespect. True. I didn't really watch European basketball like that till after that run. I started watching more European basketball than NBA at times. Cause I was like, damn, I know I'm going to Europe, so I gotta learn that style of play. I'm trying to get to Europe. That's my whole thing. I'm trying to get to Europe. I done played in South America, Marcus, and all that. Yeah. But I didn't know who he was until like we played. Like I got an educational joint on a bench. Cause I'm like, cause Kyle my size. Oh yeah, he broad than a mother. So I'm looking at him like, all right, so what position do he play? Mind you, y'all knew his game. You feel me? All y'all knew who he was.
Honestly, I
you,
thought he scored more.
huh? No,
I said, honestly, though, I thought he scored more. But he do everything else.
but he do everything else. He do
Yeah.
everything else.
Everything else. He sets amazing screens. Niggas don't think like niggas like, oh, he said, but no, niggas set screens like you ain't going.
And he blocked and he played defense. He punched
he
the shit out of
defense.
shit.
Crazy.
Shit thought he had a dunk.
Crazy,
My man said, "Thank you." I said, "Oh, we might win this thing."
No, Kyle.
I said, "Oh, crazy, we might." Bro. I said, "Oh, we might win this shit. Win the block, short shit." No, I didn't know. Because remember, the first play we got in the game. This is how I remember this shit vividly. The first play we get in the game, he traveled. So I'm like in my mind, like, this how you know I didn't know he was. I said, man, who the fuck is this nigga? This grown ass nigga traveling in the middle of this game like this, bro? They all he do is go up. I gave the nigga a spoon fed him. He had to lay up a dunk. He was traveling. I'm like, shh. I'm like, shh. Then somebody said, stop playing with him, Kyle. Yeah. Well, y'all know him? This y'all man? It's like, then my man was like, you don't know who that is? Yeah. I said, they said, ask me in the court. They said, I said, no disrespect. I said, they're like, I don't. He like, let him watch him play. He gonna play with you. Watch, play, watch. Motherfucking shit. I come down coast to coast and take off. That boy Kyle looked at him and said, I'm gonna get that shit. Yeah. I said, that nigga. Yeah. Listen, just off a block. I said, that nigga nice.
Bro, I've seen him do some shit, bro. I've seen him.
No, real shit though. Then I gave him then we did the hockey sis John and he dunked that shit. I said,
right.
Okay, he played a 4. I gave him the ball like he's a 3. He plays the 4. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, he's 4-5. Okay. He like Ben Wild, strong Ben Wild. I got you. Yeah. First half, we had it. First half, I swore we was winning that whole thing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking shit. I don't even talk shit. I'm talking shit to their bench. Only because they were talking to me, but I'm talking shit to them. And I knew them since we was kids.
Right.
I'm talking shit to them. Like, y'all niggas better guard us. Right. But I knew we had to go up. I had to go about 20. I knew we had to go about 20. We only went up about 10. Yeah, that motherfucker nigga just turned.
Honestly, no. I remember that game vividly because I know what happened. We played 5 games in 4 days.
It hit us.
So one day we had to play 2 games.
2 games in one day.
Everybody was gassed. Yeah, everybody was gassed. Now, mind you, James Harden, that was his first game.
Yeah.
The Twins, I don't even think they played it. I played the game. They played like 3 games in 5 days or something like that. Everybody else played like 3 games in 5 days. Well, we was gassed.
Yeah.
We was definitely gassed. Now they won.
Yeah, that motherfucker just started running.
It's different. It would just been 1 game and 1 game.
Yeah, but they changed that format. They changed that format now, though. They kind of like changed it now. But yeah, they changed the format. It's like I don't think you play 2 games in 1 day no more. I don't think you do it like that no more. I think they just do like the some other shit. Like the next day, whoever lose, they out. The other day turned like a single game elimination. So, but dog, I ain't gonna lie. I thought we was gonna win that one, dog. I thought it was gonna win my first one. Yeah. And they just poured a Houdini second half. I'm just like, that joint was vivid, bro. That shit hurt.
Everybody was out of gas. Bro. I'm telling you.
Everybody I think about we play. No, it's on there. We're gonna put it on there. But then I'm about to say, but vividly, we had so much energy coming in that first half. But all you keep seeing us do is look at the scoreboard. We just keep looking at the scoreboard like they ain't. But all of us knew like they ain't enough. Like we all knew that though. Like even at halftime and they showed we up 10. We all at the bench like fuck. They ain't enough. Like we on the bench like they were like what? They're like y'all up 10. Get y'all all these niggas. Yeah, y'all go ahead and celebrate this joint. That's not enough. These niggas play basketball all day every day. Like
Right.
Then that motherfuckers went on a run.
Yeah.
Then that motherfuckers went on a run. That shit hurt my heart. But let's transition. That was a good memory. Let's transition into now you coaching. We in the same field. Giving back, coaching, spreading the knowledge. I see you start your AAU program. You got your own training program. I know you said you was doing it before you was done playing. I was doing the same thing, a little similar. Dipping and dabbing in it a little bit as you can. what made you know, like, all right, I'm gonna do this full time, and how has the transition been from playing to now training?
I always felt like a player when I was playing, that I was somewhat coaching and helping my team out, like getting the spots and knowing where to be and scout reports and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And playing, I was always working on my game, like ball handling, shooting, strength, all that stuff all the time. So for me, it was kind of like a natural transition. Um, and it came easy. Like I found myself being good at teaching, like being a good player and being a good coach or a trainer is two totally different things. Like
That's a
it's two
fact.
totally
That's a
different
fact.
things. You got to be able to
That's a
take
fact.
what's in your head and what you know and articulate it in such a way that a kid that don't know what you know understands it. You know what I mean? I think I do a really good job of it. I think that's probably one of my biggest gifts is to be able to do that. So just been building off of that, man. Like I came across a lot of kids. It's funny, I've been doing this for so long now. Like all the kids that I started training with is like just now getting into high school and stepping into big roles in high school. Um, so it's pretty cool to see, man. Like it's really dope to see that I remember I coached this kid when he was 7, and now he's the starting point guard on his team. He's the leading scorer on his team. When he was 7, he didn't even know how to dribble with his left hand. He couldn't finish with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now you see him
Yeah.
doing it routinely. It's a
Mm-hmm.
really, really, really good feeling. Yeah, man, I'm really enjoying it. I took all my passion for basketball and just put it into business now. Like the training and the court on the court stuff, I can do that in my sleep. But I think where I'm starting to separate myself is like the business side and learning how to market and learning how to create content and all that stuff. Like
Yeah,
that stuff.
you got
That's what excites me.
yeah, you got to teach me. You got to teach me because I'm trying to get 22 million views. Like, yo, we getting there though. We working organically. We working organically, but I like that though. Right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
sure.
What's next? What's next for you? I know you starting. Let's say the AAU starting off all these interviews.
Yep.
How you
Doing
go about picking your how you going about picking your coaches for your AAU team?
I just go and hire off of like Indeed. Um, do video interviews like similar to this. Do a video interview. Try to get a good feel for the person, see what their background is, see how their mannerism is, how they speak, how I think they'll perform around kids. Um, yeah, that's basically And a lot of times I get a lot of coaches from like people that I just like you, like I play with, that are trying to get into coaching for the first time, and I already know them because I played with them before at some capacity. So it's an easy transition to get them into coaching that way too.
Okay. So I got 2 questions before we wrap up. So give me something that you would give to your younger self. Give me some advice that you would give to your younger self, knowing everything that you've been through the marathon now. Give me something you would give to your younger self.
Well, it's hard to say that because I actually was thinking about this the other day because I heard the same question asked to somebody else on something that I was watching. But with the amount of technology, not technology, the amount of information that's available now, if we had the same information that was available now, I would train myself just as much physically, or I would train myself just as much mentally as I did physically. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like physically, like my athleticism was at a really high level, but mentally, my mental toughness wasn't as strong as it should have been, and I didn't have nobody that necessarily that I knew personally that got to where I was trying to get to, that could talk to me about those mental challenges that you go through. Like physically, I feel like I could have been an NBA point guard, but mentally, like I feel like I didn't understand like when negative things happen or when issues happen or when nothing happens, because there's times where in your career where just nothing's happening. You know what I mean? And I had a hard time with that. Like, bro, I know I'm better than this person. I know I got a resume just like him and da 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 da, but nothing's happening. Like, I didn't know how to handle that. I think that really set me back. So if I could give my 18-year-old self something, it would be that mental side of the game for sure.
Okay. That's love. So anybody you want to give a shout out to before we wrap up?
Trying to think, man. Shout out to I guess all the kids that I work with. Y'all check this out. Make sure y'all share it. Um, Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Give you your flowers for getting me on this platform. Hopefully this
Appreciate you.
video helps it grow a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate
I
you.
like what you're doing. I like what you got going on. So yeah, keep doing your thing, bro.
I got you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. All right, bro. Listen, appreciate you for coming on. We got things to do. We both busy people. Do
Yeah.
my closeout. Check this episode out. It's going to be available on all platforms, all major platforms. My brother Semaj Inge, thank you for blessing us. This Red Close podcast, having dope conversations in comfortable settings. See y'all next time.